Hello, everyone. This is Alcabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking Philadelphia Eagles news, the jab list, and just more. Carson is on that list, on that jab list. You know what I mean by that. And let's just get into it. This is Alcabir, the analyst. So let's start with what we seen last night. The Saints took a L, which we needed. The Saints took a L. Which I knew was gonna happen. Especially they don't have no quarterbacks. Ian Book was playing like, come on, Miami couldn't beat Ian Book. I don't know. So they handled business. Miami did what they were supposed to do. So now, of course, we got to handle business by beating Washington. Safe to say this: if we win out, we in. But if we want to get in by next week, we beat Washington. Um, Saints lose again, or 49ers beat the Texans, and Green Bay got to beat the Vikings. That's if we want to be in by next week. But if we win out, we're in anyway. So yes, that'd be the easier way. But if these things happen, which sound very likely, like the Saints don't have a quarterback, so they can lose to the Panthers. 49ers, they're trying to stay in their playoff position. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try their best to beat Houston. And Green Bay want that number one seed, so they can't have any hiccups. And there's a division game, so that can be tricky. But it's gonna be the game I'm really skeptical on because the Vikings can sneak one, but we will see. We will definitely see. I'll definitely be watching all the games. Now let's talk about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is having a good year. He's having a good year. Less turnovers by him. He is on a run first team with Jonathan Taylor, and now he's on that jab list. He's on that jab list, and he's unvaccinated, so more than likely he's going to miss next week's game. We will see. But it is a staggering stat that when Carson Wentz is out, teams are 10-3 without him. So I think the Colts are capable of winning the game without Carson Wentz, and that's no disrespect. But if they lose, that better our draft position. That's why this news matter. So if they lose, obviously our draft position goes higher. So at this point, we got the position. He played 75% or more snaps. So now at this point, we just need them to lose because we need a good draft position. Right now, basically all our picks is like they first round picks, but they late first round picks. But I think we could position some of those picks to move up if we really wanted somebody. So that is very, very possible. Um, so yeah, so hopefully Carson Wentz to get better, but I think he more than likely is going to miss these next couple games. Now let's talk about the guys that's on the jab list on our team. Got a few guys, but the two main names I seen was Tyrone Jackson, who's been balling. Man, he's coming off more and more like a steal, and Derek Barnett, who's picked it up later in the year. Not saying, assuming they are vaccinated, they could be playing by Sunday if they test negative, like Nick Sirianni. A few negative tests, he was out there able to coach. So it's still early in the week. Today's only Tuesday, and it's still a possibility they can play Sunday. It's just not ruled out if vaccinated. If not, they're not going to play. So I'm assuming they are vaccinated, and good to hear. I didn't really get into the news about Miles Sanders. I know y'all seen it already. Broken hand. Um, yeah, man, he was just starting to pick it up. I started gaining confidence in him again, and then this happened. This happened. It's like a ligament in his hand. Obviously, he's a running back, so he need his hands to avoid fumbles. So he's not on that IR list, so we probably will see him if we make it to the playoffs. We probably will see him play a playoff game, but we will see. Jordan Howard with the stinger, but test result came back positive. What that means is that he should be good to go. He should be good to go. It's an actual stinger. It's not the stinger that we seen a couple years ago when he went to Miami, came back and became a practice squad player. This is just the stinger. He should be good. So now it's looking like how we had it before when Miles Sanders got hurt. Jordan Howard, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell. So yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that. But all in all, man, we doing everything possible not to catch that jab list. We having virtual meetings with the quarterbacks, play callers, offensive coordinators, head coaches, trying to keep them social distance as much as possible. Because now we later in the year, we can't afford to lose our starting quarterback or any quarterback. We seeing quarterbacks going down to the third string quarterback, like the Washington football team. So we can't have that happen. We can't have that happen. So these dudes doing the right thing, social distance, virtual meetings, do everything basically virtual. And yeah, man, Eagles moving in the right direction. But if we made it here, I will be going live with Bird Game 31 more than likely today around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we just gonna talk some football, man. I got some new equipment as well, so we gonna see how I look live, man. But what do you think and how do you feel about the Philadelphia Eagles, man? Will we get in by next week? Will we be a lock? This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.